Assalamu alaikum students. I am Maqsudur Rahman and today I am taking this class for class 4's English Comprehension. So I hope you all are well. So let's get to the lesson. Today we will be doing Unit 11 from our comprehension book, and you might remember that we had already started this unit but we couldn't finish it, and also uh, I recall that most of the students were absent when we started the unit, right? Okay, so let's get to the text. But what is this unit called first? Okay, so this unit is called How Well Do I Know My Dictionary? Now let's come to think about this. How well do you actually know your dictionary? Right? We all know that dictionary is a collection of words where we get all these meanings, but that's just about the information, or that's probably the only definition that we can give regarding a dictionary, right? But actually the dictionary has many other things to offer to us, right? So this chapter or this unit mainly deals with those things. We can see how and what other types of information can we get from a dictionary, and how we can properly and effectively use a dictionary, right? Okay, so let's dive into the text. Okay, so this is unit 11, how well do I know my dictionary. Let's just focus on this part. Okay, I'll continuously read this paragraph, then I'll try to give you a short summary. Okay, meanwhile the words I try to explain, please underline those. Okay, so a dictionary is collection of words in one or more specific languages, often listed alphabetically. So alphabetically we know from A to Z, right? In an order, with usage of information, definitions, etymologies, phonetics, and pronunciations. So not only do we get the definition of the word, but we also can see how it is used, the etymology, underline etymology as well. Etymology means the origin of the word, the phonetics or the sound of the word, right, or the speech, and the pronunciation as well. So depending on the age and target reader group, contents of the dictionaries may vary. General dictionaries contain information about words that are used in language for general purpose for general purposes. Words used by ordinary people in everyday situations. Specialized dictionaries contain information about words that are used in language for specialized purposes. Depending on the purpose, specialized dictionaries are of different types, like science dictionary, medical dictionary, geography dictionary, etc. A translation dictionary lists the words of one language and their equivalent words in another language. Dictionaries are available in computers and online as well. So you can underline equivalent as well, which means uh, equal, right, or something that can be substituted by. Okay, now for the summary, we saw that the dictionary is definitely a collection of words, right? Also, we saw that not only the meaning, it has other things to offer as well, like the pronunciations and the origin of the words, right? Okay, now we also saw that depending on the age, meaning that there are some target readers for dictionaries as well, like we may have a dictionary for children, and then we may have the general dictionary as well, right, for everyone else. So dictionaries vary. Okay, now usually the general dictionary is something that we usually get in every household, right? The ones we have, or in our schools as well, right? The ones we use with the word meanings and all these, right? But we can see that there are some specialized dictionaries as well. those are specialized for target readers, right? Like probably for science students we get a scientific or a science dictionary. Then we have geography dictionary for geography students, and medical dictionary for medical students, or botany dictionary for botany students, right? So henceforth we have these specialized dictionaries. Then we have this translation dictionary, which is again quite common. You will see, you might have one as well. A translation dictionary is like a Bengali to English dictionary or an English to Bengali dictionary. It translates words from one language to another, right? Simple. Okay. And finally, we saw that dictionaries are available in computers and online as well. I might as well add that you'll see in computers it might be there as a program, or over the internet we will find it. But another very popular usage these days is on mobile phones, right? So we can see that even in mobile phones there are definitely many types of apps which are dictionaries, right? So we also have that as well. Okay, now moving on to the next paragraph. There are 6,800 known languages spoken in the 200 countries of the world. So that's a lot. 6,800 known languages are spoken. Only 2,000 of them actually have writing systems. So not all have writing system. Only 2,000 actually, compared to the 6,800. That's not much, right? The others are spoken but cannot be written. Unfortunately, a lot of these languages are endangered and many will face extinction rather soon. Okay, so that's said. So what we can see here is the spoken languages. Many of these might get are many of these are endangered, right? Endangered meaning, underline this, something that will be wiped out soon, right? And many will face extinction, so it will be forever extinct. Okay, a world language is a language spoken internationally and which is learned by many people as a second language. Okay, so that's a world language. The world's most widely used language is English, that has over 1.8 billion users worldwide. So definitely English is the world language. Right, it has 1.8 billion users. That's a lot. Of the approximately 1 million words in the English language, the average English speaker knows 60,000 of those words. My God, so that's very interesting. So there are around a million words in the English language, but an average speaker only knows 60,000 of those words, right? Okay, so besides helping with spelling and word meanings, being able to use a dictionary effectively and regularly is a perfect way to improve our English language skills through the dictionary's range of other helpful information on everyday language usage and grammar. Right, so we already saw this, that the dictionary also offers many other types of information which is helpful for us to learn and perfect our English as well, right? Okay, so that's page number 24. Let's turn to the next page. Okay, so special sections in some dictionaries tell us about. So these are, in a few dictionaries, there are these special sections, right? Where we can find foreign words and phrases. Foreign meaning not of one's own mother tongue, right? So uh, some other languages, right? So we have these explanations of words about from the other languages as well. Then we have the abbreviations. Underline abbreviations as well. It means the shortened form of words, right? Addresses of colleges or government offices, the population of cities and countries. So we have all these other information which might be in special sections of some dictionaries, right? Okay, now applying the following pointers saves time when we use a dictionary. So underline pointers over here. Pointers means like guidelines or advice, right? Or tips of some sort. So applying these tips, we can save time when we use a dictionary. What are those? Know and use proper alphabetical order. That's the first and foremost and the most basic. Definitely we need to know the alphabetical order of the language we are searching, right? use guide words to save time. Okay, so we might not know about this, but guide words are the words that if you have a dictionary, when you check it, you will see that on the top of the page there are two words. The first word tells us the starting word of the page, and the next word tells us the last word of the page, right? So if you are a smart user, you will be able to sort out if your word is among these two words, right? If you know your alphabetical order, you'll be easily be able to sort that out, right? So that way it can save us some time. Okay, another option is check all abbreviations and symbols in the special section. So we should all find out all the abbreviations. That will help us to save time as well, right? If at first you don't succeed in finding the word, don't give up. You might need to check several possible spellings before finding the word. So one word may be spelled differently, like we have seen this regarding many words where the British and the Americans spell it differently, right? So that might be a case why you may be unable to find a word, right? So if you know the proper spelling, then you can easily find it. Substitute the meaning you find for the word in the sentence. Be sure you select the most appropriate meaning, not merely the first one you come to. So this is an important point, right? Okay, I'm just coming to that. Let's just finish this part first. Try saying the word aloud after you look at the pronunciation key. So this will help you to pronounce the word properly, right? So if you look at the pronunciation key, you will know how to pronounce the word properly. Okay, now coming back to the point number 5, substitute the meaning you find for the word in the sentence. So we usually don't do this, but if you are smart, you will understand that you need to do this, right? Sometimes there are words which might have different meanings as well. Uh, so if you substitute the meaning you find, or the word in a sentence, you will be able to tell for sure if that is the meaning you're looking for, right? Now let me just give you an example. Interestingly enough, we have one example right in this unit. Okay, so if we go back to the previous page, you will see over here, uh, here, look at the third line. Okay, look at this sentence. Depending on the age and target reader group, contents of the dictionaries may vary. Okay, so over here, contents of the dictionary means, the word contains means the things, right? Or the items of the dictionary. It may vary. By the way, vary means of different sort, right? It may differ, right? So you can underline these two words as well. I'll give you what you call it, I'll give you a word meanings list at the end of this unit. Okay, now this contains, it is, we can see, is items, right? But look at the next sentence. General dictionaries contain information about words that are used in language for general purposes. So over here, general dictionaries contain information. This contain, it means something that holds, right? Something that is within something. So we can see over here the same word has been used with two different meanings, right? So this is why whenever we find a word, we should substitute it in a sentence so that we know that we are using it correctly with the correct meaning, right? Okay, now turning to the exercises. Okay, try saying, oh, we are done with that. Question number 1. A page taken from the Oxford English Dictionary is given below. Look at the questions first and then find the answers from this dictionary text. Okay. What abbreviations have been used for British English and American English? So if you have a dictionary at home, just go through the abbreviation section and find out which abbreviations have been used for British English and American English. I think it's Brit or MR or something like that. It must be something like that. Okay. Anyway, so find 5 words that have British and American versions. List both the versions in your copy. Yes, you need to do this as classwork in your copies, and what you need to do is, this will be fun. You need to do a bit of research for this. Inshallah, you'll be able to cope with it. Just find 5 words that have British and American versions as well. Okay, I can give you one example, like color. Probably the word color, right? One is spelled with an U, the other one is spelled without an U. Okay, then what part of speech is incredible? How does the dictionary indicate this? So again, find the word incredible in your dictionary and see how uh, which part of speech this is and how does the dictionary indicate this, right? Okay, so finally we have, how does the dictionary show us the opposite meaning of a word? List the antonyms of the following words in the provided table. So try to find this section in your dictionary as well, like where the opposite meaning of a word is given, right? So if you don't find it, just do some research. Okay, I'm hoping you'll be able to find it. So we know that the opposite words are called, the opposite meanings of a word are called the antonyms, right? So we need to find the antonyms of the following words. So let's go to the next page, page 26. Over here we will see that a table is given and you need to find the opposite words of these words, right? The antonyms of these words. Okay, and question 2 we'll skip for now because we have done something similar before, right? Okay, so that's basically the end of the chapter. Now let's just go through the word meanings. Okay, so these are the word meanings that we found in the unit. Etymology, phonetics, vary, equivalent, endangered, extinction, section, foreign, abbreviation, and pointer. Okay, now let's quickly go through the summary. Okay, firstly we saw a dictionary is a collection of words. Then we saw, besides the meaning of the word, a dictionary has a range of other helpful information, right? We discussed that in the unit. Then we saw that there were specialized dictionaries of different types. Then special sections in some dictionaries give us a range of information, right? We saw that there are many other information which a dictionary holds. And finally, we saw, using some techniques we may save time when we use a dictionary. Okay, so that's the unit for now. I hope you are spending some quality time at home, and I'll be seeing you very soon with unit 12. So that's all for today. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.